Hey everybody, Adam here from True North Wilds with my cousin Gary, also from True North Wilds.
All right.
We're here with April's mystery tackle box unboxing. I get this a little bit later than any other YouTube channels because most of them are in the States. Shipping's a little faster there. I'm in Canada. It doesn't get to me usually till the end of the month, so that's why this is a little bit later. But they all tend to be a little bit different, so we'll see what we get and we'll see how they compare to other people's experience with them. So I'm going to go ahead and open this up. See what we got here. Got a pretty good variety, it looks like. So first thing that I'm going to pull out here, no idea what this is. This is, the instructions are all written in Chinese.
Yeah, Japanese,
or
Chinese.
Japanese or something. BMH, tungsten. Let's go ahead. You go ahead and open that up and you need a screwdriver?
Yep, real quick, thank you.
So just for those who don't know, I get the Mystery Tackle Box Pro box, and the target species is walleye. So these boxes are supposed to be targeted for walleye. People, and being an American-based company, they're a little bit different. It's very popular bass fishing, trout, things like that. Walleye, I find from the States, they don't have a good idea of what makes a walleye lure, which is why I got this. I wanted to test it out and see how it compares to us up here, where walleye is sort of our main fish that we go for. And looking at this already, I can kind of see that this is a little different. Oh, so it's like a spinner.
It's like a spinner. Check it out. It's
comes with. Okay, so again, instructions are all in Chinese or Japanese or some language that I don't understand.
It definitely looks like something that you would use for trolling at a slow speed.
This looks more like a bass lure, to be honest.
The first thing I thought it was a bass lure because this, I'm sure everyone's really well known, and that's basically
a buzzbait.
Exactly.
It's a buzzbait without the flashers.
Yeah.
So I would never use that for walleye.
No, ever. They give you this tiny extra little spoon blade on the front, right there, and I'm not quite sure what that's for.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I just found out you add it to the base of your hook here.
Oh, that's weird.
Very weird.
The base of the hook, really?
Like.
Wow, yeah, that is. That's strange. I mean,
the colors are nice, though.
It's a decent. If it had some streamers or some flashers on it, this would be a nice bass bait.
Exactly. That's the first thing I thought of. Yeah.
But I would never use this for walleye. Not ever. I would. For I mean, nice bait. Quality seems good, but not a walleye lure at all.
I don't know what kind of walleye they're catching in Japan there, but that ain't the same here at Manitoba.
Yeah, so swing and a miss there. But I mean, I will use that for bass.
Oh, sure, why not? Yeah, of course, yeah.
Next thing we got here is a live target crawfish. So I've used live target before. They're good baits. I haven't used the this particular crawfish style. So it's kind of a see-through, brown colored, very round, small sort of lure. These things are good quality. I mean, I've had a few of these live target lures before. The quality is good. Again, I gotta say, the crawfish color and the shape, not really a walleye. I don't know. Have you got any walleye on things like this? Like
the thing about that is the color. As far as I've tried and with experience with me, like for walleye, you want to look for your bright greens, your bright pinks, and your bright oranges.
Yeah, this dull brown, like again, this is more of a bass fishing thing to me.
Yeah, that's
like if I was going for bass, I might throw one of these. If I was going for walleye, I wouldn't reach for one of these.
The good thing about this is the tongue on it, the lip. You'll get about 6 to 8 feet diving depth on this one.
Yeah, you can hit the bottom pretty quick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, I don't know. I don't think that if I was going for walleye, I wouldn't reach for this.
It's interesting nonetheless, but you know what? Again, a good bass.
Bass,
good bass lure.
Oh, for bass, for sure. I would throw this out for bass in any of the lakes around here, for sure.
And Live Target does make a good brand, actually.
Yeah,
so.
they're nice lures,
yeah,
for sure. No, not really any complaints there, except the fact that it's not really a walleye lure. So now we got Shroom's Micro Finesse Jig. This is interesting. Oh, there's 2 jigs in here, so
2 for 1.
so these are kind of neat, actually. So they're a jig with a bunch of plastic tails on it, a little bit of flash. There's a wire guard for weed, making it weedless. It's a pretty light jig. That's probably why they call it a micro finesse. But micro finesse, this is like the size of jig we would normally use for fishing.
Exactly. That
this
seems
is like a standard weight jig.
Yeah, exactly. It's comparable to your 1/8 ounce jig, maybe 3/8 at the most.
Like I think micro, little trout jigs and stuff, right?
Right.
I don't think this is this is the size of jig that I would.
It's definitely no 1/2 ounce jig. We'll say that for sure.
No 1/2 ounce, but I mean,
no.
I would throw this just at regular jigging. So.
Yep.
But I do like the weedless feature on it. Like it's got those wires. The weedless is nice.
That helps. The one good thing I just noticed actually, a bait holder hook on the back, I believe, if that's what that is.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. And actually, the colors aren't bad. Like this is colors that I would use.
Yeah.
You got your little bit of bright colors, and then it looks like a worm.
Something in clear water. I mean, this would be great.
So yeah, that's something I will use. I'm pretty happy with that. All right, going into some soft plastics. Baby Mad Paca Green Pumpkin. So this is from NetBait brand. I'm not familiar with them at all. I don't know if you've...
Never heard of them, actually.
No, I've never heard of them. They've got scent, salt, pork fat, according to the package.
You said something about pumpkin?
Well, they call it green pumpkin.
Smells like a regular old plastic to me. Or
Yeah.
Does that not smell like licorice to you?
No, yeah, it smells like licorice.
It does, yeah.
Definitely, that is definitely a licorice smell.
Yeah. That's interesting.
I've never smelled plastics that smell like
No.
licorice like that.
No.
I want to bite into that.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
But I don't know if you can see the shape of this plastic here. It's in the shape of a crawfish there. We got the 2 claws on the back. To simulate a crawfish swimming in a backwards motion there, tail first, and then it has a little tail just for a double tail actually for a little added aesthetic there. But definitely that's supposed to simulate a crawfish, right? That guy's low.
Holy, where's he headed off
I don't
to?
know.
Jeez. I can't get over the smell of these things.
Mmm.
I've never.
Smells like a shot of Yag.
I've never bought plastics that smell like,
Yeah, I know,
like
right?
candy like that. Maybe I bought the wrong plastics.
Yeah.
Jeez. So I don't know. I might try one of those.
You know what? From personal use, I've used something this color before, the darkish leech color. I've used this on a clear water lake, and it's actually worked quite good. Actually, with walleye, I've used a similar looking plastic. I've never used a crawfish shaped plastic though.
But this actually, yeah, I've used a color similar to this for nightcrawler plastics.
Right.
And in clear water, yeah, it's kind of that natural color. They do pretty good.
You would almost want to think that the smell would have a lot to do with it. Actually,
There's got to be something to that smell because I've never smelled plastic like that.
if that works, that would be actually incredible.
Like that smells delicious. I'm looking forward to trying that because if that works really well, I'm gonna start
Then you start
lacing everything in licorice.
exactly. Yeah.
All right. Next up, we got the Z-Man 10 times tough Elatech. Oh, Krusty's Krusty Z Pond Scum. These are some small lures.
I guess they're supposed to resemble a crustacean of some sort.
I'm assuming, yeah, these are tiny. These are actually, you know what these are kind of look like to me is like a big June bug. So these are fairly small plastics. I'm assuming like a June bug, water bug, like water beetle sort
It
of thing.
almost seems like it. Yeah, no bigger than that. I mean, that's.
I don't really see much of these on the water around here, so I'm not sure how that'll work. But I assume that this will be fished on the surface.
Yeah, first thing that came to mind, top water. Yeah.
in which case bass again. Like we're not looking walleye on surface. We're looking at bass when we come to the surface. So
Yeah.
I could actually, I mean, looking at the colors and looking at the shape of this, I could see this being a pretty good bass topwater lure.
For sure. Yeah. Like this seems like something like you wouldn't use. You would put a small, tiny jig or maybe even a heavy hook on here.
I wonder actually trout. Maybe small hook, like
yeah,
you know, just looking at the size, you put a little number 10 size hook in there, maybe
Right.
trout. I don't know, do trout come to the surface so much, or
I'm assuming they would because you know one thing I hear about trout is that when mayflies hatch, trout will go to the surface and eat mayflies.
yeah. So
and
I might
feed on
try.
the
I might
hatch.
try it for that. I wouldn't use this for walleye. I don't think ever.
No, I just can't
Yeah.
see that. It just doesn't. Nothing I'm used to. Nothing I'm used to using, especially on the surface like that. Just, I mean, I don't know how many walleye you caught on the surface, but
I've never caught a walleye on the surface ever.
Not yet. Not me. No. No.
And honestly, I've never caught a walleye on a small little plastic like this.
And
either.
it just doesn't seem something that you would jig with. It just
Yeah,
doesn't
no,
seem that attractive.
Yeah, I can't see myself jigging with that.
Mhm.
This is definitely a surface. Just the shape and everything. It's surface for sure. So,
No stand.
but I mean, nice plastic for bass,
For sure.
not for walleye.
No.
But nice plastic.
Or
otherwise.
even a smaller species, like say something like a rainbow trout, or
yeah, maybe
maybe a
like-
tiger, or
yeah, like a crappie maybe.
yeah.
Again, I don't know how. Do they
Huh.
go to the surface much? Does it say like is this a walleye?
Again, crappie. Like from personal experience, I've caught them. 10 feet of water and less, 8 feet.
Yeah, so
just
maybe,
on a small jig.
maybe crappie.
Yeah.
It doesn't really say much on here. The thing is, with these boxes, I specifically ordered the walleye one because that's our main fish here. So, if it sounds like we're being harsh on some of these, it's only because we're judging them based on
What we're
will
used
they
to.
catch walleye.
Yeah.
This won't catch walleye, but as far as a bass lure goes, or a bass plastic, or maybe trout or crappie or something else that's more surface feeding, probably pretty good. I like the quality of the plastic and everything. It's just not a walleye lure. And last, but definitely not least, wow.
Oh, that's a big one.
So that's good. I like
That's
this
a big
already.
boy. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a big boy.
So we got a Bagley Spintail number 5. This is what I'm talking about.
Look at the color on him, huh?
Yeah, this.
Ooh.
So not a lot of information on this. Just Bagley legendary action, the usual advertising stuff. It doesn't say the depth that it runs at, unless you can find it there.
Quickly look.
But this is more what we're used to seeing. This is
2 or 3 feet.
oh, so shallow.
Shallow. Yeah.
So Bagley, it's a nice hard bait, shallow running, 3 treble hooks. It's got the spinner on the back, which is kind of nice. So that'll make a lot of turbulence in the water. This will be a good for spring walleye, I think, when they're shallow, like they're up on the gravel
Yeah,
beds, the
yeah.
creeks and stuff.
You know what?
You get down 3 feet down, and
As crazy as this sounds, this might be a good pike lure.
this will definitely be a good pike lure.
Yeah, right? Judging by the length of this, the color, and how it would only go around 2 or 3 feet down.
Oh, look at the bright orange on the bottom.
Yeah. And
We got that nice bright orange on the bottom. It's definitely a good pike lure.
Mm-hmm. That's the first thing that comes to mind, actually.
Yeah, this would be a go-to for pike for sure.
Your triple treble hooks there. That kind of sounds like a sure thing. You cast in the weeds there in the shallows. You only want to go down a couple feet. Say if you're in 5 feet of water.
Is that supposed to be like a? Is that supposed to be a trout of some sort, or does it say on there like what it's supposed to? It's an interesting color. Like I've never seen quite a pattern like that.
It says dives to 3 feet, and it just says it's supposed to mimic the action of a minnow. It just says a real minnow. Doesn't
So
say
like
what kind
a
though.
big shiner or something like.
Right.
See this like diamond pattern on it.
Yeah.
So we got like a nice diamond pattern, and we got the bright orange on the bottom. We got like a nice pink spot on the gills. It's a pretty nice lure. I would use this for pike for sure. I would try this for walleye in the spring.
Give it a shot. Yeah, for sure.
Those shallow gravel flats and like where the creeks come out and it's all like that sediment is nice and flat.
Absolutely, yeah.
And
It's not uncommon to see walleye in 5 feet of water.
yeah, because they're spawning and they're bedding and they're protecting their beds
Exactly,
and all
yeah.
that stuff. Probably not going to get a huge walleye because the females kind of go deeper, but you're going to get those males that are protecting those beds and they're spawning and they're fertilizing.
You could definitely get a couple of eaters off that. If
I
you
would,
play your
yeah,
cards
definitely.
right.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure. When we go on our canoe trip at the end of the month, we're going to be in cold enough water. They might still be shallow enough that we dive this. If we are really aggressive with this and get it down to that full 3 feet, 4 feet, in the right spot, this might actually grab us a few eaters.
Oh, absolutely.
So that's not bad. I'm not.
I'm confident. If not a walleye, I'm confident a pike would chomp onto that.
Yeah. I mean, a pike would chomp on an old shoe.
Well, obviously, yeah.
But yeah, and this is a good size for pike. But this is a good size for a decent sized walleye too. Like, you think of a good 16, 17 inch eater size walleye. That's about the right size lure that you want for that.
They're still eating those. Oh, for sure, absolutely. I mean, that's not by any means a master angler. That's not what a master angler is eating for dinner.
No, for sure. But
they're eating bigger than that.
I'm gonna try it. Like when we go next month, I'm gonna try this because we're gonna be in the water temperature. We're gonna be in the location where there's gonna be shallower walleye. This would be about the right thing to use for that. And the turbulence and everything from the spinner.
Yeah.
You're going to get that aggressive strike as they're protecting their nests and everything.
Any beads in that one? Is that a bit of a...
Yeah, it rattles too.
Okay, there's a rattle in there as well.
Yeah, actually, that's good. You get the combination of the spinner and the rattle. That's
a lot of vibration in the water.
That's not bad. You probably get a pretty good aggressive strike out of that. I'm pretty happy with that.
Anything else from Mystery Tackle Box?
All right, so we got our last little advertisements and stuff. So we got a sticker. The other I don't know what this KVD is, but we got this sticker here, KVD, the other KVD. I'm not sure what that is yet. This is only my second Mystery Tackle Box. I'm sorry if I'm not caught up on all the whatever branding and logos and stuff. Yeah, so an advertisement for this KVD, whatever that is. We got our little Dibble Digest, which I was really impressed with my first one that I got. Usually you expect these things to be like 2 pages of articles and 10 pages of ads. Mm-hmm. This is actually not bad. You get like good quality pictures, you get good articles, you actually get very few ads. Like, look, we haven't seen an ad yet.
Oh, okay, so they're actually talking about fish. And
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so there's usually, the last one I had 5 articles. This one, 1, 3. So it's not 3 big articles, but
there's only 5 pages in there, though. I mean,
yeah.
That's...
Look, 10 pages. We got 1, 2. So we got 2.5 pages of ads in a 10-page magazine. That's pretty good.
Decent. Yeah.
And actually, I read the first one.
Yeah.
There was some good stuff in there. Like, it was pretty decent articles.
So good advice.
Yeah. And then, so the last thing we have is our card showing us what's in the box, the retail value, the value of everything that we've got, so we can kind of judge, whether it's worth the cost. I don't always agree with the values that they put on here but that's more of a America versus Canada thing. The money is so different, and the availability of things is so different. So that doesn't really mean much that I don't agree with it. But it's a good estimate to look and see if you're getting your value of your money with the subscription. So far with the first box, I was very, very happy with it. For this one, I'm pretty happy with it based on the quality of the stuff. Based on the fact of it being a walleye specific box, it's kind of a miss as far as that goes. But nothing's gonna go to waste. I'm gonna use these for bass.
Right. Yeah.
That spinner is gonna be great for bass.
Oh, absolutely.
Especially if you customize it a little bit. And then these jigs will be good for crappie and everything.
Oh,
like
sure. Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
So it gives you the value, which is not bad. And then it gives you a little bit of tips on how to fish the different things in the box, which gives you a website and things to go visit. So it's pretty useful. So overall, this one's not as good as the first one, but honestly can't complain. If I'm looking at it from the perspective of walleye fishing, I would complain if that's all I had to fish. But luckily, we have walleye, we have pike, we have catfish, we have trout, we have
bass.
Smallmouth bass.
Yeah. We
have crappie, we have perch, we have so many things to fish here that nothing that I'm going to get in any of these boxes is going to go to waste. So I really can't complain. The highlight, the winner of this box, I would say.
Obviously.
Yeah,
Obviously.
for sure, he's going to be the spinner,
The Bragley.
Bagley.
Sorry, my
The
bad.
Bagley number 5 is definitely the winner of this box, and that's going to be probably my go-to if I'm going to go for walleye shallow. It's going to be one of my go-tos if I'm trying to target pike that are more eating size and that are more shallow, looking for that easy meal. So that'll be a good one for that. Everything else, you know, we got these jigs with the feathers on them. We got that spinner bait. We got the soft plastics. I mean, soft plastics are so situational. You can always find somewhere for them to work. And honestly, no issues with the quality here. And the spinner bait, the buzz bait, whatever you want to call it. I'm not sure what they actually call it because it's in Japanese or Chinese or some other language. So I don't know what this is actually called or what it's for, but again, that'll be a good bass bait. We've used buzz baits and we've used spinners before for bass. So not a walleye rig, but not going to go to waste either. So overall, I'm pretty happy with that.
I'd love to catch a walleye on that and tell the tale, for sure.
Yeah.
That'd be a story.
Maybe one of our challenges.
Right, yeah.
That would be hard to catch a walleye on.
Oh, boy.
I don't know how that made it into a walleye box, but I mean, I'll use it. It's not like it's going to go to waste. I'll catch bass on that all day long.
Mm-hmm. Oh, absolutely.
You go to some of the big lakes, like George Lake that we were at?
Right.
With the big bass, you know, those 12,
Yeah.
12 plus, you know, 14, 16, 18
Well,
inches.
18's not uncommon there.
Yeah.
You know, 18 inches, yeah.
They'll go after that all day long.
Yeah.
So, I mean, can't go wrong. Anyway, hope you guys like that. Unfortunately, couldn't get onto the water for this one. As I said, I kind of get them late. I go probably looking at the end of the month for each of these boxes that I'm going to get, just based on the shipping so far. And it's been snowing the last couple days, so I haven't been able to get on the water. Otherwise, I would open these on the kayak. Next month, for sure, fishing season is open. We got some nice sunny weather, finally. The weather's warming up. Ice is all off, all of the water. There's no more snow on the ground for now. And next month's unboxing will be on the water, on the kayak, and I'll actually fish each one as I go and give a quick review of how it works in the water as I do it. So, like, subscribe, pay attention to the Facebook page. That's where I'll post everything as I'm doing it. Facebook.com/TrueNorthWilds. Look us up, and I will talk to you later. This is Adam for True North Wilds and Gary for True North Wilds as well. Thanks. Oh, are you fucking kidding me?